Loadshedding. Home of Prophet Isaac was. Sorry, Mr. Tristan. Loadshedding. Alright, so try again. Cool. There we go. So far, so good. There we go. I got an inverter, but it didn't come on, so that's why I disappeared. I apologize. How are you guys doing? Mr. Tristan, just check. Can you hear me? Everything is alright? Oh, wait. Clear. Everything is good. How's it, Lisa? Oh, wait. We're good, bro. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Yes, it's a long day, my bro. Long day. And now loadshedding. Yeah, but anyway, what did you trade today? I traded Euro AD and Nasdaq. I am currently waiting for Nasdaq. Still. Says this sell yesterday. It did the zone exactly, and this is what I was waiting for. But you know what? I entered buys. Guys, I want to say that your analysis on MetaTrader versus your analysis on TradingView, trust TradingView analysis. Don't trust MetaTrader. MetaTrader things just look different, man. So it's I want to say it's a bit harder to see very, very clearly. So if you guys have the option for using TradingView, I would use TradingView 100%. But yeah, guys, this is so normally I stream on the FX Goat page. I decided today to use my own. Basically, I want to get to 5k subs and then see where we can take this channel. Obviously, this channel has changed to me and Tyrone. Tyrone is our content creator. So as soon as he gets back from Joburg, then we can do something. But otherwise, okay, let's look at the charts. For CPI news, you could have profited just by technicals. Yes and no. You know, with the news, I wasn't expecting such a big reaction compared to inflation only rising 0.1%. So when something like that happens, you know, you expect the market to be like, okay, that's not so bad, let's carry on. But no. So unfortunately, that's just how it is. So this is Euro AD. I sold Euro AD. I'm still holding myself. My TP is at this trend, at the start of this trend here. So I've got this as a trends in trends configuration. Obviously double top giving us a reversal pattern and then selling. So that is why I sold Euro AD. My entry was a little bit late. I entered on sort of this wick here, so you can see it wicked up and then it closed, it went back down. So the power of holding, It was just a liquidity grab. So, you know, if you survive the liquidity grab, it normally goes in your direction. Like National, for example, it was at resistance, so you could have been selling anyways. Exactly. But on my phone, I was buying for some reason. Let me see if I can find the picture. I sent a screenshot. It was a sniper entry, eh? But it went the wrong way. Yeah. But let's see. No. Okay, I don't have the picture, but I entered a buy with basically it never went into profit, so I literally entered on this tip. I entered and then I was like, Jesus. But anyway, like I said, the analysis on MT4 versus the analysis on TradingView. TradingView is a lot better. That's just because you can see things on a bigger picture, should I say. So if I had looked at this on TradingView, I would have sold, but I didn't. So please analyze GU, sir. Sure. Okay, so GBP USD. Let's go. Okay, so I'm gonna delete this. What I'll do is I feel generous. So okay, so let's start here on a weekly time frame. Let's get rid of this. I need to upgrade. Okay, so obviously on a weekly level here, we've reached a sensitive area, right? So just looking at this, we should be expecting a little bit of a buy, right? Just because of the support level. So you can see we had a bearish wick down and a bullish engulfing off this zone. We haven't got the same reaction this time. Might be a bit slower. There's a lot more news, a lot more technicals. But the only thing I don't like is the head and shoulders, right? It could be looking for continuation, but everything lines up that price is at support. Okay, so let's check another time frame. Obviously the overall trend we're looking at is to the downside, right? So we should automatically be looking for buys. Andrew, is it true news don't change the cause and direction, it only causes volatility? Anthony Peterson, that is correct. So news doesn't change the market direction, it just adds volume, if that makes sense. So, you know, normally, like Tristan said, with technical analysis, you can normally get fundamental analysis right. But it's trading news is risky. It's very, very risky. I'm not gonna lie. But for me, CPI is more dangerous than NFP nowadays. But I don't know why. Okay, so this is what I have for GU. You can see on a daily, we are respecting this, right? We are respecting the support identified on a weekly time frame, but we haven't got the same reaction. Okay, we have some bullish engulfing, another bullish engulfing, another bullish engulfing. So there is a lot of bullish intent. It just has to continue. So you can see this bullish move continued, and then the news came. The nice thing is with news, it returns to structure. So we should, by the end of the week, at least see price, you know, at a level that is a bit higher, if that makes sense. Sorry guys, let me just check something. So yeah, I'm expecting by the end of the week at least to return to structure. Lower time frame, very, very noisy. There's a lack of volume, which is why the market is doing this. So there's literally no volume. You can see the market gap. Okay, but you can see with technical analysis, everything lined up, because I would have entered a sell here and had I seen where price is, right? You can see we're a resisting trend line, plus we're very, very close to resistance, so we could even do that. Okay, so that's the thing. It doesn't news doesn't give direction, it just gives volume. So normally with technical analysis, you can see stuff beforehand, right? So GU, I'm expecting at least a bit of a pullback to the upside. So we could on a 15-minute here, right? This could be the left shoulder, the head, and then the right shoulder. But right now, where price is ranging, there's just no volume. Okay, there's a drop off in volume. Obviously, the exchanges are closing, etc. So for me, I am looking at buys on GU. It has to return to structure. Okay, it has to. Gold. Funny enough, I was in buys at CPI, and then it hit TP just before it dropped. 31.13 was my TP. Yeah, so it just hit TP and then fucked off. The gold I would have said was a bit harder to get that entry. Nothing was suggesting buys. You're in a bullish trend. We were making higher highs, higher lows. So if you were selling gold, you were automatically going against the trend, right? Because we had the bearish trend, we broke that, we made highs, we made lower lows. We should have continued with that, but we didn't. You can see price made the high here, it made a higher low, but then it made a lower high. Okay, and lower highs are with bearish trends, right? So the thing is, you wouldn't have seen that. You possibly could have entered like somewhere here or on the break of the trend, something like that. That would have given you entry, but otherwise, pelile boy. Our Andrew, is it true? Okay, I read that AUD USD making double bottom reversal pattern. Let's have a look. 100%. Nice. That's good. Yeah, I like this bullish engulfing. These candles here were wasting time. You can see the same thing happen here, and then it pushed up. So again, we should return to structure. Which is up here somewhere. So I'll say by the end of this week or maybe next week, we should be back up. Otherwise, we see what happens. Andrew, can you talk about more correlation on the FX pairs that you trade? Okay, so I usually do not trade just correlation on its own. For me, gold and USD JPY, they're like this. So if one buys, the other sells. If the one sells, the other buys. So it just makes sense to open the opposite on the other pair, right? So you can see this was the news. USD JPY bought and gold sold. So, you know, it's all about like what you trade and what you're comfortable doing. If you know the dollar is going to be weak, then you sell everything against the dollar, but you buy gold. Shit, sorry. Right, so for me, the only correlation really that I trade is gold, USD JPY, and USD CHF. You can see they go opposite, right? Because USD is the, how can I say, the one we're betting against, and the Swiss franc and gold, they're like this. So it just depends. When you're trading CPR or NFP, is there enough time to look at the released actual and still catch the move? I feel like the news impact would happen so fast. Okay, so let me explain how news works for you guys. Okay, somewhere in America, like somewhere very important, like stock exchange or something like that, where the data center for New York Stock Exchange is held, right? There's a guy or somebody that walks with the information to the markets. Okay, when he gets to the markets, they input that data into the market already. Okay, and the news only hits when the news is released to the public. And because the market knows what's coming, kaboom, right? And that's the thing. So people know the news before the news hits. That's why you get it like insider trading or something like that. And that's, so to answer your question, no, because you can see at exactly like if I go to a 1 minute chart here, right, you can see here at exactly 1:30, right? Not like 5 minutes past, 10 minutes past, next. half past it just shot. And this is a 1 minute candle, guys. If you look at how small the other 1 minute candles are versus this one, Jesus, right? And this pullback is only there to catch sellers on the wrong side, right? So people think, okay, we've reached resistance, we've wicked up, we're coming back down, returning to structure. Return to structure is not always immediate, and people need to understand that. There's almost like an inverted head and shoulders here, right? So same anticipation, cool. Euro GBP sales. Yeah. Broken structure. If you look at this as a mini trend, this is a break retest, right? I want to ignore that because it's news. But just by looking at that, you have a break retest, right? You've obviously broken the trend, you're below the resistance, you're below hectic resistance here. So overall direction, you should sell. The only thing I don't like on a 1 hour is the bullish engulfing, which means there's a massive wick on a 4 hour, right? You can see here. I would just it's very difficult. I would wait. I wouldn't enter sales now. I would only enter sales if we cross below like this level here. So you could use a pending order to get you into the market, right? Stop loss at structure, support just here, so TP1, TP2, and then if you're a swing trader, TP3 is down here somewhere. Please analyze AUD JPY. Just so you guys know, if you guys are new to the channel, I only trade the pairs on my right hand side. Okay, I do not normally trade anything else. Only if there's a really good opportunity or looks really familiar. Okay, wait, let me come back to this. USD JPY. Nice double top. Yep. We'll always return to structure. So what was that? I just shat bricks, bro. Oh, thank you. Oh, somebody subscribed. Oh, we're welcome, buddy. Sure, really gave me a heart attack and a half here. Okay, but anyway, USD JPY, it is returning to structure. The thing is, this, like I said, gold and USD JPY correlate, right? So if you look at this and you look at gold, something is not right because they do not move the same direction. Okay, so if you're trading USD JPY or gold, I would be wary of what's happening. Oh shit, I have stuff in the oven, but the oven is off, so I should be good, right? It won't burn, right, if the oven's off because of load shedding. But anyway, okay, back to AD. No. Okay, so it started a weekly. Okay, so weekly we were at a resistance. Lovely. I'm just gonna make it small. It's gonna be bigger. Okay, so there's two scenarios here. On a daily time frame, it is bullish, right? We've retested the support zone, so we could continue higher, right? But on a 4 hour, yeah, okay, this is a support level. I would not ignore this. Even down here, tying up with these two, right? This bullish engulfing lines up with a weekly support level. So if we break below this level, I would sell. If we stay above, obviously you would buy. So I don't trade this pair, so I have no idea, but the characteristics of what I'm seeing, I would enter buys if I'm honest. just because the overall structure is for buys, right? You got the supporting trend line on a support zone, and a weekly is bullish, right? So don't ignore higher time frame, guys. Higher time frames normally tell you the truth. If you're a scalper, nothing wrong, but don't ignore lower time frames. So I would enter buyers here, honestly. Yeah, I would enter buyers. Enjoying your lessons on 3.0, Andy. Wow, the way you explain is top notch. Silas, I appreciate it, bro. Thank you. I worked hard on 3.0 because I wanted it to be like a changer. I didn't just want to be like the same thing, but called something different, right? So when I got offered to be in 3.0, I was like, shoes, I'm going to do this, right? And, you know, I went all out. I had the green screen. I had like a proper mic, which I'm using now. And I just wanted it to be quality, because there's nothing more annoying than watching content that you're trying to learn from that irritates you, because then you remember the irritation more than the content trying to be taught. Right. So I appreciate your words, bro. I've gotten a lot of feedback on my input into 3.0. So I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. There's more to come. Don't sleep on Uncle Andy. There's always something new. Always. Like, did you guys see the coming soon post? What do you think I'm doing? Please, do people trade? Do you people? How? Who's you people? I am a person just like you. Who's you people? But anyway, I used to, but I combined it with another strategy. Where are the FX Goat twins? No idea. They're probably at home. They're busy with content. So, yeah, double top USD JPY. Yes, sir. But they don't move in the same direction. That's why, for me, there's a conflict here, because both of them should not be selling. So either gold has the right direction, which if you look at gold on a daily time frame, is making lower lows, lower highs. So I think USD JPY, once it clears the imbalance of this move, we will continue higher. Okay, so don't get caught in this double top. Let me sell. If you see in a double top, right, but you've missed entry, so there's no entry for you now. So USD JPY for me is a buy which supports AUD JPY buys, right? So just bear that in mind. I took sells on AUD NZD, Mr. Latabo. That pair I do not trade. That pair is shusus. And sells on gold not so long ago. I think I support the sells on gold. USD JPY should not be buying. It's gonna fix itself sooner or later, and you'll see it's almost like a correction, right? So we'll come clear this imbalance, because if you look at this 1 minute candle, right, we need to come make right here. The market is too quick to take off without any orders. So it has to come back and then should continue. To confirm a trend reversal, do you execute after a trend line is broken, or you wait for a break of structure, swing low, swing high? If I can get both, that would be an entry confirmation for me. But generally, if a trend is broken, it's before a trend line is broken, structure is broken a lot sooner, if that makes sense. All right, so it just depends on the time frame that you're looking at. Obviously on a higher time frame it looks like a higher low, but on a lower time frame it's a series of lower lows, lower highs. So obviously by the time you break the trend line, you've already broken structure. Let me see if I can draw this to explain. Okay, right, so we have a bullish trend, right? We're making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Okay, so you can see the let me just do this. Right, so obviously okay, just ignore how messed up it looks. I'm just gonna do this just to fix it a little bit. Okay, no, that's terrible. Let me start again. Okay, so obviously if we have our trend is uptrend, right? Thank you for the subscription, my bro. Whatever that was. All right. So obviously we've finished the other trend, and now we start making higher highs because we're making a high higher than the previous one, right? And now this is what the market sort of tends to do. So you can see we have this trend line, right? And whether this be 4 hour, 1 hour, daily, weekly, I'm gonna say the higher time frames will give you an indication a lot sooner or a lot later than the lower time frames, because in the lower time frame you can see what's happening a bit more. Like 4 hour candle is one candle, but it consists of 4 1 hour candles. That makes sense. Okay, so you can see that sells on Euro AD is actually a good example, but I'll finish explaining here. If we look at this, right, if price does this, we've already broken structure. Okay, why? Because we've made a double top, okay, which is a reversal pattern. We failed to make a new high, right? And now we're pushing lower. So this means that the bullish momentum in this is clear. So you can see the break of structure is here versus the break of the trend line is only here. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Can we send analysis on your live stream group? Yeah, my Telegram is so full. Let me have a look. Yeah, what is it called? Live stream analysis. There we go. Okay, so let me open this. If you guys want to join, I'll put the link. Ooh, I'll copy the link. I'll put it here. There we go. That is the link to join a group where you can send your analysis. Permissions. You guys can send messages. Cool. Okay, the group is the group is open. So if you guys want to send stuff, shit. Okay, there's information here you guys shouldn't see. Just give me 2 minutes. Okay, I'll just go in here. Okay, so USD SAR. Let's have a look. I would like to ask Andrew, how can you tell that a pair is exhausted, buys or sells? What confirmations do we look for? So the biggest thing for me, okay, here's a trick, guys. If you're in a bullish trend and you get a bearish engulfing on a high time frame, like anything above 1 hour, I would safely say that that is an indication that the momentum is slowly dying out. Okay, and the opposite for bullish. So if you have a bearish trend and now you have a bullish candle, that would mean that the bias is changing. There's a thing called COCH. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. It's COCH. Okay, and this stands for CHOC, which is change of character. Because if you think about it, in a bearish trend, the character of a bearish trend is bearish engulfings, lower lows, lower highs, etc. And then obviously if you're in a bearish trend and you get a bullish engulfing, that's a change of character. Why? Because there's bullish momentum into the market, which shows that there is a new bias. Shush. I'm the dude that DM'd you to tell you about passing the My Forex Fund Challenge. It's been rocky this week, eh? Latabo, nothing worth fighting for comes easy, right? I know you're thinking it's going to be easy and what after being funded. It only gets difficult, more difficult, because now you've passed all the the thing where you're under pressure. But you got to think about that account as a demo account. Why? Because you got your money back. So you're trading somebody else's money. Whether you lose or not, it does not affect you. Okay, so you should be trading that as a demo account, but at the same time, that pressure is still there because you know that your income is unlimited. So obviously, you're going to be a bit like skeptical about what you're doing, but the thing is, you passed the challenge. So, and now that you've passed, it does not expire. So there's no rush for you to take trades. Like this week, I've taken one trade, and it is okay. I've taken two trades. I'm not gonna lie, and it is Wednesday. Okay, and I'm still holding those trades, right? The industry is so filled with misinformation and false information that people get the wrong perceptions, bro. Like people think we're trading 24/7, 365, we're catching every move. We're not, right? We're subjective to what we're looking at. We're making sure we're entering a trade worth trading, right? Because at the end of the day, if you're risking money, you shouldn't be risking money on something that you have doubt in. So the minute you have an element of doubt, you should walk away. I hope that answers. Would UJ not be a perfect example of what you just explained? Yes, sir. UJ, EuroJ, Euro AED, alles. Look, failed to make new highs. Okay, we haven't closed above these highs. Next, because if we go to a lower time frame, we're still here. And what do you have? A bearish engulfing. So what do we consider this? A change of character. Why? Because we have a reversal pattern. We're expecting bullish engulfings, like you can see we've been getting, but now bearish engulfing. And a bearish engulfing means that we have a rejection wick on a higher time frame, which is at a resistance level. Yo guys, this I wish I knew this stuff earlier. So if you're ever watching this, 35 of you, there's guys, this information does not come easy. And like for me, I don't know why people are stingy with information. I wish I knew this shit before I started trading or while I was learning. So you guys have an advantage here. You guys better take advantage of it. I want to see you one day. How's it, Uncle Andy? I got my McLaren thanks to you, boss. Right? Or how's it, Uncle Andy? I can now afford groceries for the month. That will change everything for me. Everything. But at the same time, can I, if it was someone else like from FX Code, Emmanuel Tapelo, Jaguar, there'd be 300-400 people in this chat, right? There's 38 of you, right? And that's the difference. And I'm not slandering anyone or talking down on anything, but because I don't have the same stuff as them, people are not as interested, right? But that's just how people are and what they do. So yeah, we'll see. You'll see. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. But it is what it is. Yeah, bro, like you see the trend is going to change, meaning let's say that last week GBP USD was showing us an uptrend because it broke that descending channel, and I thought we're buying. Hella, why are you buying? Then the trend changed, so like what do you do? The higher time frame will always clear things up for you. If you're ever confused, go to a higher time frame because you see less noise, you can see an overall picture. Alles. Okay, so just bear that in mind, right? And something will click one day, bro. Something will click. Hey man, can you please revisit gold once more, Danko? Sure. So born. Okay, so this is gold. Right, so this is a classic example of don't get confused with time frame. So on a 1 hour, I'm gonna go to 1 hour. Yeah. On a 1 hour, this looks bullish, right? This looks bullish. You think, okay, high highs, high lows, broken trend, let's buy, right? But then if you want to get the overall picture, just go to daily, right? You can see that price made lower lows, lower highs. It impulse down, correction, giving us a lower high, impulse down, giving us a correction, a lower high, but at the same time retesting the previous low and then selling, right? So sometimes I should take my own advice, right? But you know, it's not always that easy. I can say what I should and shouldn't have done, what, but higher time frame should clear everything up. Wise words. Don't worry, Andrew. Only a matter of time. Cool. I want to be driven around. I'm tired of driving. You're just as good as the twin, bro. You are appreciated. I appreciate that, Dre. Thank you. Good evening. Can you please check your JPY? Yeah, that's true, but we appreciate you a lot. I want to analyze like you. Thanks, guys. Okay, so USDs are. I like this channel. I like the time frame. Your entry point can be a lot sooner. Because number one, you have this resistance level here, a break below that with a retest giving us a lower high. Kaboom, here's your entry, right? And then you get the entry before anyone else has that entry, right? So have a look at the 1730 mark. If you get a break of that zone with a retest giving you a lower high, you could enter there, and that will allow you to catch the move a lot sooner. Okay. Is the mother one only people to? Okay. AD/NCD. Let me go look. I don't trade this, but let me go see. How? When's that? Okay, it's definitely something here. I can see why you're selling, but I can also see why I would buy. If we go into a 4 hour, right, we've made this move. We've got the bearish engulfing, it's a change of character, everything that I've just spoken about. But if you ignore the news yesterday, was it yesterday? No. Okay. I can see why I don't trade this pair. It's so hard to see structure. Right. This for me is like a big ass correction. Okay. This is like a Bursa correction. Okay. But you also have a how. You know how. Okay, let's go to weekly. Okay, I can see why he's selling. I would say your entry is a bit premature, but this could be another correction that's now imposed to the upside. So there's many ways to skin a cat. My analysis might not match yours, but just thinking about, I'm trying to trade this pair, guys. I don't trade this pair. Right, so you can see how it looks different already. Okay, and I haven't analyzed this with a bias. I haven't analyzed it with anything, because for me, if you look at this on a weekly time frame, it's bearish. If you look at it on a daily time frame, it's bullish. Okay, but we could get an M pattern here. Okay, I have bad news for you. The only thing is we need to fill this wick. Okay, so like I said, on a daily, this is a wick. We need to fill this wick before we continue in any direction. So it could be that it fills the wick and continues buying, or it could be that it fills the wick and then sells. Don't get me wrong, I can see why you're selling. Yeah, it's like it's 50-50 with this one. Market structure is key. Exactly. Good evening. How's it? Can you please check your JPY? Sure. This is a sale. No. Okay, let's go weekly. Okay, this week, right here, I'll do it before anyone calls me fake. This week means that there's a bullish engulfing somewhere. And Bob's your uncle. Right? And if you look at this on a lower time frame, it is going to sell. Lower lows, lower highs, H4, break of structure a long time ago. Right, this is I would consider this a break of structure because this high rather is lower than this high, so this is a lower low. Okay, and if we look at this just on a trend side of things, you can see let's go to 2 hour. For me, a trend should not be this steep, so I'm not even going to draw a trend line, but we're definitely below this zone here that we broke above, and lower lows, lower highs. We could start like a new channel sort of to the downside, right? If you're looking to sell this, you could enter the break here, because that will be like a fresh break, because on a lower time frame, lower lows, lower highs, that will give you entry, right? And the nice thing is within here is retesting these zones, so you can see the previous lows are all being retested, which is by the textbook a lower low and lower high. Okay, so let me just do this. Right, for those of you that 3.0, this should make a lot of sense, but that is basically how the market moves. I think it's on your side. My connection says excellent. Just double check your side, maybe refresh, or maybe you switch over to data. Okay, that's enough for that. USD CAD. I agree. I like it. Is this a pending order, Tristan? I like it. I like it a lot. Is the stream now? Yes, sir. I see buys on this. You see? Oh. Okay, let's see what else we got here. US 30. Return to structure. Take. Is this still gonna work? There we go. No pending order here. I don't have the account or the confidence. Why? Like, trading. Okay, trading is all about confidence, but okay. The thing is, when it comes to confidence, okay, hear me out. I'm gonna preach here for a second, right? When it comes to confidence, it's you gotta understand that sometimes the market will be against you, right? It's given that there will be trades that hit stop loss. It's given that not every single trade will hit TP, right? Confidence plays a massive part in how you as a trader execute, right? Because if you lack execution, you're gonna lack good entries. Okay, so for me, I'm just gonna give you like a personal opinion. For me, if I take a trade, okay, let's say last week, right? Obviously, when you win, your confidence gets high. When you lose, your confidence gets low. But if you think of confidence as a I can explain. Okay, let me put it this way. If you can sit down and say, I know why I entered this trade. I know that all my reasoning in my trading plan was behind me with this trading plan. I didn't go against anything. I didn't break a rule. Then that should not mess with your confidence. That is literally just the market being the market. If that makes sense. So don't take losses to heart. If I can put it that way, that's the easiest way I can put it. It's not always about winning or losing. It's just about taking good trades, and that is why it affects so many people. Is because they get into the hang of it, then they win, and then all of a sudden they lose, right? But they forget about all the positive that they've done, right? Because they look at this one losing trade and think, shit, I'm a bad trader, but it's not. And if you can sit down and honestly say to me that, look, Andy, I took a trade, my confidence is low, I lost, but I took the trade for X, Y, Z, LMNOP, QRX, TV, I will sit there and I'll agree with you. I'll be like, you have nothing to be like upset about. You followed your plan, you've done everything that you've been doing that's been working. Don't now all of a sudden think it's you or it doesn't work or the system that you're in or the mindset or whatever. It's not how it works. Okay, and that's basically it. So take from that what you will, but you need to like it's like so difficult. It's so difficult. I was there. I know exactly what it feels like, but I also know what it feels like to persevere and push through. And like I'm trying to explain that feeling in the most logical way that I can, but I can't. Okay, let's have a look. What else you guys are looking at here? ADSD. I like this. This is nice. You can see break of structure, break of the trend. Wada. There's your entry, right? Guys, like I literally can't make this stuff up. ADNZD 100%. Oh, I'm sorry. Who's this? Letabo, I would look at changing. Obviously, you've got a stop loss there. Just leave it, but yeah, it's not looking good. I think we need to fill that wick at the top, bro. Like we need to fill that wick. Guys, it's so frustrating. Like I have the feeling, I have it in me, but I literally cannot. I cannot explain. I literally cannot explain. But I was there. I was once in your guys' shoes. Like I'm still learning to this day for this market. So yeah, gold, nice. What made you into there, if I can ask? What made you into there, boss man? Thanks, you already made $50 from gold. How? What do you mean now? I didn't like say anything. I literally didn't say anything. But anyway, I'll take that. I like that. TP, okay, I like the TPs. Yes, your risk reward ratio is excellent, yeah. Eh? Very, very good. Well done, buddy. On the table. I can see why you passed, man. You just took me out. Unfortunate, bro. It's unfortunate. I'm still there executing. It's hard when you don't have the confidence. It is hard when you don't have the confidence, but that's why it should be systematic. It shouldn't be an emotional system. It should be systematic, meaning you should be able to sit down and you should have like a trading plan, whether you memorize your trading plan or have it somewhere written down or on the back of your hand or something, and you should be able to say, okay, this is gold. Gold is at a support level. Tick, that's a buy. It's at a supporting line, that's a buy. It's a bullish engulfing, that's a buy. Today's not Friday. I don't trade Fridays. I can trade. My lot size is right, and then I've already got like 6 ticks. So there's a system where, okay, I've got all of these ticks. Let me just go do it, because everything here is telling me that I should do it. So why wouldn't you go do it? Right? It takes the thinking, the emotions out of it when you put a system in place, and that's the biggest thing, is like putting a system in place and understanding what you're doing, and you're doing it for a reason. You're not just doing it because of FOMO. You're not just doing it because some other bra made 10k today, or some other bra posted on his Instagram stories getting an M8 or anything, my bro. It's literally, it's you, yourself, and you in this game. Is no one else. What everyone else thinks is irrelevant. I don't. Literally, when people are like, the biggest thing is people are so easy to critique themselves, right? I don't know if some of you guys saw this, but this thing I sent on a Telegram group, and it's literally like People are so focused on trying to be somebody else that they don't notice the progress they're making because it's not in the same capacity that the people they're focusing on is doing. Right? It's at a different level. It's you look at your gains and you think, "Here, this is nothing compared to what that brat just bought." So obviously I'm doing something wrong, but you're not. You're doing something right. You're just failing to see what you're doing right because you're judging somebody else. Okay, you should not be comparing yourself to somebody else. I can almost guarantee, there's no science to prove this, right? But I can almost guarantee you that if we took a bite from the same apple, it would taste different, right? And that's the same thing. Same thing. It's starting to go up. How, guys? This gold entry. Nice, bro. How to join your Discord? I do not have a Discord. What I do have, however, let me see. Go to Andrew. Okay. Bear this in mind. I literally never advertise, so just bear this in mind, right? I don't have a Discord. I don't have anything, but I have a private group, and this private group is I don't have anyone in the chat that's been here, but it is literally, let me have a look. See this one. Okay, this is it. So it's $500 a month. It is. I have a mentorship. It's basically on a Monday. I come and I do. I'll sit down. I'll analyze with you guys. You guys can ask me questions. I'll send signals. I'll be there and everything. It's not. The thing is, I limit the group to 30 people because I want to get to know each of you owns in that group individually. Because I don't want to teach you guys something that you know. I'd rather focus on what you don't know, and then see where I can help you that way. So this is, I don't have anything else. I do not sell anything else. This is the only thing I sell with a refund clause. If you don't make money or it's not for you, you haven't learned anything, I give you money back. When you pay me, that money goes into a savings account. I don't spend your money. I don't need your money. I only charge people so they can learn the value of something. And that's it. What's coming soon? I have no idea, sir. I have no idea. You guys will have to see. I have a meeting. I should have a meeting on Friday to get confirmation. But otherwise, yeah, it's gonna be a movie. All I'm saying is, the thing that's coming soon, you need to be in Cape Town, and that's all I'm saying. You need to be in Cape Town. Otherwise, it's like it's not gonna benefit you. Nah, I'm not getting a car. Well, a car is the quickest depreciating asset you can buy. For me, when you get A to B, it doesn't matter how you get there, as long as you get there, that's fine. Right? And it's like the same thing. If you look at a 10 Rand watch versus a 10 million Rand watch, they both tell the same time. So, I get that there's status and there's this and that comes with it, but at the same time, it's like, what's the point, right? You're only costing yourself money. So for me, I'd rather have my money work for me. Like, those you don't know, I've just started another business here in South Africa, and that is making my money work for me. So with that money that I started the business, I could have put it somewhere else, but I decided to put it in a place that makes me more money. Yo, guys, this is making me hungry. Anyway, it's $500, my bro. $30. There's a lot worse things you can buy for $30. Nah, no car. I was looking at a car, I'm not gonna lie, but I was just thinking, like, the minute you drive the thing off the dealership floor, my bro, there goes 10%. And then some tiny that can't drive, or some tiny that doesn't care, with the trolley comes along and kaboom, there's another 5,000 Rand, panel beating, paint, respray, alles. Right, so I'm happy with my 320 diesel. People complain about my driving, but it is what it is. And that's how it will be. What else you guys sending me here? This is look. Okay, I like that you doc. Yes, my bro. 3 o'clock in the morning. 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm snoring. Jesus. I see you moved your stop loss as well. I see you remove your stop loss. Jesus, my bro. 3 o'clock in the morning. Wednesday. Tristan, it depends. It's not really. No. You're getting too much information out of me. Yeah? So I'm just gonna keep quiet. What is this? Gold? Yo. Gold for me on a daily. It has some way to go before reaching that zone. So I know you're looking at these three, like these things, right? But the original move, it needs to come here. So I've been having I've had a pending order here for like 3 weeks, right? At this level, because I know the last time we came to this level, so I still have a pending order here. That's all I'm saying. If you guys want to make some money, or this is not financial advice, I'm not your financial advisor. I have a pending order at this level. Yeah, bro, 320 is a must get. What do you mean a 320, bro? 320. I have a 320 diesel. Yeah, if that's what you mean. I have this thing here at the back. That's my car. Now for me, it gets me from A to B, my bro, and it looks nice. It drives nice. It's fast. If I had anything faster, I'd probably be dead. That's all I'm saying. Looks good. Be careful for small buys. Look, I come into some sport and far. Yeah, like I just said, with on a daily, it needs to come a bit lower. So at least wick down into this, get another bullish engulfing from this level. Right. Whenever you see a wick, guys, there's a bullish or bearish engulfing. There's a tip, so that you don't have to keep switching between time frames. But yeah. So these YouTube sessions, they stopped because I didn't have enough time. And it's gonna get hectic again soon when the news gets released. Obviously, there is something coming soon. It's not a car. It's nothing to do with me, should I say? Okay, it is something to do with me. But it will come soon, and then after this coming soon, there's another coming soon. Can you believe it? But yeah, otherwise, that's it. Before I go, do you all have any questions? Anything you want to ask me? Anything you want to see? Otherwise, I'll see you guys again on Wednesday next week at 8 p.m. This is frustrating, Andy. Please check NZD JPY. What's wrong? What's wrong? There should be no emotions. I really enjoy your lessons, Andrew, and I've learned a lot, especially from this 3.0. Much love for you, bro. Keep up the good work. Thanks, Patrick, bro. I really appreciate the feedback. What are you frustrated about? When it comes to journaling trade, do you journal setups? Or the thing is, for me, I don't have to journal because MetaTrader journals. MetaTrader journals everything for me. I can literally see if it's stop loss or VTP. But like I know when I take a trade, I know I have those reasons in my head that I've just ticked off, right? So it's more of a mental thing. I don't literally have a physical thing that I sit there and tick. It's literally just in my head. I know I go through like almost like a pre-takeoff checklist that pilots do every time. When a pilot that is a captain for South African Airways that's been flying for 30 years, that man knows these checklists off the back of his head, right? And he knows every time he takes off, he needs to do this. Same thing when you do a trade, okay, flaps away, wheels away, fuel away, passengers away, let's fly, right? You're not going to be like, wait, let's go fly, but I got no fuel. It's like the same thing, there's no icon or something doesn't work. And that's the thing. I think I should stop trading NZD pairs. trade NZD with majors, like NZD USD or something like that. Like, even Euro NZD is pushing it for me, bro. I hate Euro NZD. Jesus. This pair took me for a cut. But anyway, could you backtest your impulse and correction strategy in front of us? I think we're doing a lot for seeing FX Code backtest. I know we should backtest ourselves, but yes. Tristan, in 3.0, it will be underneath chapter 10. It will be there. I'm actually filming a video now, applying that strategy to growing an account. So I started with 1,000 Rand. I am currently on 6,321 Rand with open trades, and that's just me showing you how to trade with the thing live. And that video is going into 3.0. I was literally told that if I want to put a strategy in there, I need to show that it works, and this should show that it works. 1,000 rand to 6,000 rand, shush. We should be good. So yeah, it will be on 3.0 with everything. I know there's still PDFs and stuff like that that need to go there, but when chapter 10 gets released, everything should be in the course. So going through, alsjeblieft, what's your view? Yo, what's your view on US 30? Let me have a look. Choose. Yeah, it's not looking good, bro. Especially if you're buying shit. Anyway, we do have support where price is currently, but with this momentum that price is coming down, I actually need to go close Nasdaq. I have buys of this shit. I need to go close them. But basically, the momentum is all bearish, bro. Relax. Oh, it's basically bearish as hell, bro. It's lower, high. You can see it started all the way back on the 17th of August, a month ago, really. Impulse down, high, low, lower, high. Impulse down, lower, high. With a retest of that, which is exactly what I've just taught, on that level to then impulse down. So for me, I shyly. Right, you could be targeting somewhere over here. Alsjeblieft, you just made my evening, man. Thanks for that. Thanks for that, man. But yeah, anyway, guys, maybe next week Wednesday I can do a backtesting video. But I do have backtesting videos on my channel. So that's how long ago the strat was discovered, by the way. But yeah, as I can get more and more free time available, I will start doing more things for YouTube. So obviously my goal for this channel is 5k. I don't know where we are now, but we'll see. But otherwise, before I go, please hit that like button. I want to see at least 30 likes. There's 34 of you always here. Please hit that like button. It's free. If you're new here, like what I do, you can subscribe. I'll be here every Wednesday. Try to be here every Wednesday. That's what I'm saying. Try to be here every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Load shedding permitted. ESCOM permitted. But yeah, from my side, thank you so much for joining. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I certainly enjoyed getting to know you guys and speaking to you guys. It's stay up to you guys if you guys want to stay or enjoy. But from my side, I hope you guys have a good evening. If you have load shedding, it's coming back soon. And I will see you guys next week Wednesday. From my side, peace.